Hey, I'm Dr. Atkins at Blue Oasis Pet Hospital, and I'm here to talk to you about endocrine diseases in dogs.
What are endocrine diseases in dogs?
So there's 4 pretty big ones that we will touch base on, but usually they involve changes in hormones, whether they're too high or too low, and that helps us kind of figure out what is going on.
What is Cushing's disease?
So Cushing's disease in dogs is when the body is producing too much cortisol hormone, and it can cause lots of different changes to metabolism and other things.
What is Addison's disease?
So Addison's disease is actually the opposite, and they're not producing enough cortisol hormone. Sometimes it can also involve aldosterone, which kind of regulates some electrolytes within the body, but it also has a big change in metabolism and other things as well.
What is hypothyroidism in dogs?
So hypothyroidism is a disease where dogs are not producing enough thyroid hormone.
What is diabetes in dogs?
Diabetes in dogs is when dogs are not either producing enough insulin or they're not responding to it appropriately.
How do vets diagnose endocrine diseases?
So we start out usually with a good thorough physical exam. We take a great history, our nurses do, and kind of get an idea of what's been going on at home, but we do rely on pretty heavily lab work as well.
How are endocrine diseases treated?
So there's different treatments for each endocrine disease, and they all vary. So Cushing's is usually treated with a medication called trilostane, while Addison's disease is treated with prednisone therapy, and if they have typical Addison's, they'll also be treated with aldosterone replacement or DOCP. And hypothyroidism, we also treat with a thyroid hormone replacement, and with diabetes, we treat them with insulin.
Can these diseases be prevented?
A lot of these diseases cannot necessarily be prevented, especially in some of our breeds who are more kind of predisposed to certain ones, but they are certain risk factors, and like things like weight and exercise and things like that are also great to kind of stay on top of to potentially prevent some of these things from happening.
What should pet parents watch for?
So a lot of these endocrine diseases have overlapping clinical signs. There can be changes in urination, thirst, hunger, skin changes, hair changes. If you're noticing any of those, it's always great to reach out to your vet so that we can get some diagnostics done and a good exam.
Any final advice for pet parents?
Yes, so going back to all of those signs that I was talking about earlier, if you're noticing any of these, it's always great to reach out to your veterinarian because early detection is key, and then we can step in and start treatment, because once these treatments are started, these dogs actually do really great and can live very great, happy lives. So thanks for watching, you guys. We'll go a little further in depth on each of these endocrine diseases, so stay tuned for those videos. And if you have any questions or concerns, or you're worried that your dog might be experiencing one of these, always reach out to us so we can help.